Hey everybody, going to try this video again. Having trouble with the live stream, so we're going to keep going and hopefully we'll get this. This will be a short video. The question on this is, living in the past, are you learning from it? What is it that keeps you think you can do this? How dare you try to break out of the box? We all have things like this that stop us. I have questions on here saying everybody wants experience. Not so. That, you know, there are lies that are told to you where you never discover your gifts or know your purpose because those lies hold you back, or you make this career sound like everybody needs to have a degree, and that is not, absolutely, hands down, not true. So what is it that makes you say those things and also say what isn't true and only have that quirky spin on it? Where's that coming from? That it must be that way because that's the only way it could be? Or here are some questions that that I have marked down here that people will say or repeat to themselves over and over again. I tried that before and it didn't work, so I'm not doing it again. Now, I've had people say to me, I sent my resume and cover letter out once or 10 times and nobody hired me. That's because it was done incorrectly. Okay, and what can I say? I learned how to do it through trial and error, and that's what the first thing in my course is about doing the proper cover letter, and one that is a knock 'em dead cover letter. But you have to have something to put on your resume that is powerful and on your cover letter. And don't ever send that resume off without a cover letter. So don't give up, but learn how to do it the right way. Learn how to apply the right way. And don't use excuses like they're only hiring experienced people or people with degrees. Not so. Even in Manhattan. And I used to live near Manhattan. Okay, I'm from that area. So isn't so. But you don't understand. I was hurt, abused, mistreated. A lot of us were, in some respect, and didn't get the support we as kids, you know. And so I had to come to a point in my life where I said, I'm not using that as an excuse anymore. Even though it affects me, impacts me deeply, I have to move forward for my own good. And I did. And that's what you have to do too. He has a plan and a purpose. God has a plan and a purpose for you. His word says so in Jeremiah 29, DNA. And so I know he looks at us and I dove into the legal field without knowing about. You can find out some about it at this before you jump in, and take my course at the end of May, beginning of June, so that you get the edge. Then also there's a webinar, free webinar that will be going on in March. We just had one. You can get in and watch that replay right away in the private exclusive group. That's free. And webinar of the month, it's totally free. There's no pressure of any type in there. You can ask questions, and that will go away on the 12th of February. All the stuff on that page will disappear until we do the next pop-up group. That's why they're called pop-up. Okay, so become a part of that. You just enroll, and you can leave at any time and get benefit of the information there. Okay, all right, so here's another question. I'll never be that happy again. It is, Lisa. It totally is. But knowing how to, you're coming with, I'm making a lot of great experience, right? So it's time to be fussy about where you go next, and what you're bringing to the table. And if you don't totally know what you're bringing to the table, you got to sit down and brainstorm and write down everything you know how to do. Because that's like this, patting yourself on the back, which is okay. So I want you to do that for yourself, you know, and get into a wonderful appreciates what you know how to do. And if you love that area, and then I'd go for it. And but be fussy about where you're going. So, in my course, Paralegal Break-In, I go into a lot of interview, like how to do the interview so it benefits you. Okay. But that won't launch till the end of May. So I don't know that that helps you, but let's see. I know everything I need to know. Well, nobody ever gets to that point. I mean, we get to a place of competency as paralegals where we feel like we've arrived, like we've done a lot. And so I would say that in some cases you know a lot, but then there's always things that pop up that you wonder, how did I not know that? So you don't know everything you need to know, whether you go to school or not. Sometimes if you have a bad, do the best I could to find a good, that goes in, that I'm in a long-term relationship with my husband, but when your marriage is ended, it's good to wait and figure things out about yourself. You are very important. So yeah, it plays into relationships, but it also plays into jobs. And you have to move forward. You can't. And another thing is, I can't trust anybody. I think that you need to observe more at first to know who you can trust. When I would go on an interview, I have to ask them a lot of questions in order to know if I want to work here or not. And the interview is about me in my mind. Totally. It's not about them. They may be interviewing me, but I need to interview them and find out and watch body language in order to know, do I want to be here? Certain observations I need to make, if I were dating in a relation, looking at that person and at arm's length. And law firms need to be looked at arm's length. Like, do I really want to work here? I've gone on interviews and then they thought I would take the job when they, called me and said, Leslie, would really like you to work here. But I like said, I'm sorry, but I've decided not to. I was going to call you, but you called me first. Or I've called and left a message because I called after hours. I just felt weird about it and called them and said, I'm going to withdraw because I felt bad vibes. No one will ever accept me after all I've done and mistakes I've made. Hey, we've all made mistakes. All of us, every single one of us. It's the sad part is if somebody feels like they're above that they haven't, but that's hiding. So everybody's made mistakes. Join that club, right? But don't let the past. I've made mistakes too. And I just had to keep moving forward. And I stopped people from throwing mistakes in my face. Some of my family members would do that, as if they didn't make any. But let me tell you, they were hiding their mistakes. And I found out later in life about them. But I didn't throw that in their face because that would be beneath me to do that. And so don't let the past rule you. Understand what you're bringing to the table. And if you need to get some more stuff to bring to the table, some more knowledge, then go ahead and get that. Before you jump into this career, if you're a newbie, I would get my book, Legal Break-In, on Amazon, and then I would attend the free webinars, go to my website, paralegalcoffeetalk.com, and look at the pop-up Paralegal Break-In webinar. They're good webinars that are coming. And then finally, end of May, the course is going to be launched again, Paralegal Inner Circle course. That's on the website. Get on the wait list for that, okay? I'm going to close this video out because the live stream wants a kick out. Thank you so much, Lisa, for being here. Good luck with that search. I'm with you on that. And for anybody watching on replay, let me know if you have any questions or comments below. All right, and I will talk to you in tomorrow's video.